Am I audible now? Is the screen visible, Pallavi?
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. So yeah, we have some around 10 participants now. So let's wait for another 2-3 minutes so that we can have some more participants. Maybe around 5 we will start. So in the meantime, I encourage everyone to join through Mentimeter also. We won't be having much in Mentimeter today, 1 or 2 questions. Like we promised, we will be having a session on the career paths which you can take in biotechnology if you're interested. So we'll have a small discussion on that. Yeah. So as always, we'll be having a small question answer session also. So let's wait for another 2 minutes. Let others join. Then we'll go to the session. Yep. Those who are joined, like in the YouTube and Zoom, please do join the Mentimeter also. Before taking into our session today, we just want to know about what you got from this course, so that the career path session can be little modified, or it will help me to do that. Please do join. I can see only one person join in the meeting. Others, please do join Mentimeter. So I'll wait for at least 5 people joining Mentimeter, then we can start session.
Battery is less than 50% now. Please charge.
Yeah, I think it's time already, so we will start the session today. So before going to the session, I just want to know how many of you are really interested in this career related thing discussion. So can you just raise your hands so that we will decide on how deep we can go inside that. Okay, I can see Nityashree, Joshita, others? Fine, yeah. So no pressure. So if you people not much interested and if you don't have any questions, you can leave. Others who are interested can stay. So because we want we can use the discussion over here. So instead of just staying over here. So let me start with a small question. So since some of you are interested, as always, the recap. So this is like I mentioned before, this is the eighth week of the course, right? This is the last week. After this, you have only project submission and then directly final exam. So on the fifth week, we have seen the engineering, metabolisms, and the genetics, the science of cutting edge and pasting technology, where you people got introduced to RDNA technology and all, right? Yeah, I hope it helped you. So it was the one of the advanced technique you might have got introduced in this session, in this whole course actually. So yes, with that, let me just talk a few lines about the final project. So we already introduced you to the final project last week itself, and we you got the instructions and videos, everything in place now. So the main points which we want to highlight here is like your report, if you are doing that. The first point, of course, it is optional project. It's up to you whether you're doing it or not. But if you do that, you'll get an extra certificate from NPTEL side or the School Connect side. So that will may help you. And I can assure that if you do the project, it will be very interesting for you. So first thing first, so it's an optional project, and if you are opting to do it, so it has two parts: computational and experimental. Computational, yeah, in a single project is given to you people, so you have to do that. It's mandatory. When it comes to experimental, you have two options: either the bread-based one or the seed-based one. You can do either of that. You can choose and do it. Second point, either it is seed based or bread based, we want photographs. So to make sure that you have done that experiment, we want daily based photos or a time based photos, whatever it is. Your report should have photos. And important point to note is any photos which are taken from internet is not useful. Please don't attach it. Any photos from Gemini or any AI or any Google image or something like that. Don't attach it. If we see that in your report it is claimed that you are using some internet or some AI based images and you claim that it's yours, then the with no questions the project will be rejected. So it's waste of time for you people also. And the third point is maximum report length is 5 pages. Please be strict to this because we have lots of entries coming from in case of project. So while evaluation, this is a very important point. If it exceeds 5 pages, it will be directly rejected for evaluation. So make sure your both computational and experimental combined report comes under the page limit of 5 pages. And finally, of course, do not copy reports since we are only evaluating. We know that we do that in 1 or 2 days. So we know that if your project report is similar to someone else, then the both reports will be rejected. So make sure that you don't have any plagiarism in case of text or photographs, anything. If you are doing a project along with your friend, yeah, you can clearly mention that so that then that it won't be a problem. So for example, some people make a group and do that experiment in schools. That is always encouraged. So in that case, you can mention that in your report so that there won't be any consequences. Yeah.
One
Yes, that's yeah.
addition, Rahul. So
Come on.
in that cases, like if you are doing it as a group, the report should be different. Maybe your images may look similar, but the report should be different. Like each of you has to do the report. So same report, like stating that you have done a group project won't be entertained.
Yeah, that's a very important point. So everyone's report should be unique and individual. And one more point which I want to tell is like you can send along with the report, you can send a recorded video also, you presenting your work. So it may include a PowerPoint presentation or any chat board, or just showing the images of your results. Anything is fine. So that is also an optional. So yeah, so these are the things we want to mention to you regarding the project. And we are always available in the discussion forum, which you people are not using much. So if you have any doubt anytime regarding the final exam or any contents or any project related queries, you can paste over there. We can reply there itself. No problem. Pallavi, I'm audible, right? Yeah. So yeah. So let me go to the next slide. So first thing first. So before going to understand the different fields of biotechnology or the career paths, everything, I just want to know like your understanding. Can you just name some real world fields where biotechnology is being used? You already know this answer, but this course might have given you some a new perspective also, right? Some industrial based things or whatever. Any field that uses biotechnology, you can mention here. Yeah, obviously pharmaceutical. Good. Anything else? So we are going to see all the fields which are available in biotechnology in some time. But before that, I just want to know, like, what's your perspective? What do you think? Where and all the biotechnology is being used? Something in chat box. Okay. Yeah. Anything else except pharmaceutical? Anything else? There are lots of things, right? Any other responses? Agricultural, obviously. Very nice. Others? Oh, that is very good one. Wastewater treatment, medicine. Cool. Yeah, so when people write these things like wastewater management, I really appreciate that, because when we talk about biotechnology, everyone will think about vaccines, medicines, pharmaceuticals. When we see these kind of answers, we are really happy about it. Genetics, nice. Others, yeah, we have another 5 people in Mentimeter. Please do reply so that we can proceed. It will be interesting for sure. Industry, okay. Bioweapon, cool. Actually, there are researches going on in bioweapon things also. Good. Diagnostics. It's very specific, very nice. Diagnostics, whatever the kits we are using for glucose to um, COVID-19 diagnosis also, everything is a product of biotechnology. So it's a bioproduct. It's good. So nice. So we have an overall thing here where we talk about wastewater treatment, agriculture, pharmaceuticals, industrial based things, even bioweapon based research. Good. So you people have some understanding. So with that, let me take you to the career paths which are available in. I think for you now, you people can. So before getting into the session, you probably have any specific doubt which you want to ask about, whether it is about project or whether it's about any queries about this career things or whatever last week things. Can we take 1 or 2 minutes for that? Anyone have any questions? Yeah, Nikhil. Yeah, please put yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have made a separate project than the topic which we have given in the portal. Shall we
Okay.
upload it, sir?
I don't recommend that you to upload that. You can mail that in the discussion forum, stating to us or professor, because the G form which we have given in the course, it is specifically for this project. So if you upload any other project also, I don't think you will get a proper recognition. So if you mail that to professor or to us or in the discussion forum directly, professor can comment on that, and you will get some inputs from him or us.
Yes,
So
sir.
that can
Yes,
help
sir.
you, I think. Can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
1 or 2 words about your project, what you have done?
Yeah, it's about a biodegradable plastics, sir. Like
Okay.
nowadays, we don't have plastics which are decomposable.
Mm-hmm.
So what I made is I mixed this cornstarch, vinegar, and few amount of glycerol,
Okay.
through which if I heat it and let the water content in it evaporate for a few time, then there will be working plastic, which is
Nice.
possible.
That's so cool. That's very interesting. Like by this time, you should have informed us that actually. Yeah, we are very much interested about reading about that. Please do mail us in the
So,
discussion forum. You can state directly to professor or us. We all three can take a look and we can have a discussion also if you want.
yes, sir.
Nice, Nikhil. Appreciate it. Yeah. So any other questions? Anyone else? Anything about the project or whatever? Okay. So if nothing is there, then let me share some slides. We can take the discussion from there. Sorry. So is Pallavi, my slides are visible?
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah. So before getting into the session, I just tell you one thing, whether you're taking biotechnology or not. So this presentation is going to be like, yeah, purely based on biotechnology only this presentation is going to be, but we are formulated that in a way that it can help you to understand any fields. So for example, if you are in computer science field, is that your career interest? So how to check into that field? So where you should start and where you should end. So that's what the aim of this whole session. So others who are not much interested in the career paths of biotechnology also listen first 2 or 3 slides. It will definitely help you when you are looking into your own interest. So meanwhile, whenever you people have getting doubt or anything you want me to or Pallavi to explain in deep, please stop us anywhere and ask your questions. Don't wait for anything. So yeah, let's start with the first slide. So in the field of when like I said, whether you're taking biotechnology or computer science, first things which we want to understand is these computer science, biotechnology, or mathematics or physics, these are very broad words which we are using now, mechanical, everything. So now the world is very sorted. In mechanical itself, you'll be having automobile, you'll be having all very, very specific fields. So you should understand that. So for example, a motor which you want to pump water also made by mechanical engineers, or a Ferrari car is also made by mechanical engineers, right? So we should know what are the different field are coming under those specific the niche. For example, in under biotechnology, what are things are there? Like you said, we have genetics, pharmaceuticals, like that. Tons of the things are there, right? So we should start understanding the different fields of biotechnology. Once you know that, next step, if you have a field of interest, so what are the different courses are available in that to study? For example, until 12th standard, it is straightforward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. After 12th, you people have diplomas, you people have degrees, you people have so many online courses. So, what are things are available and which will help me for my career? That you people should decide. And then career. So career is nothing but where you are applying whatever the knowledge you got from your course, right? So it can be a job, or you can start your own startups. So like in a broader way, there are two options. Either you go to industry, take a job, or you make your own lab or make your own startup and do an entrepreneurship. So that's the two options we have. After this point, we will see everything based on biotechnology. So you can use that directly as if your field is biotechnology, or you can use that or apply this in your area of interest. Let's start with the field, right? So when it comes to biotechnology, we have tons and tons of fields. So we always know that the first thing when we talk about biotechnology, the thing which comes to our mind is pharmaceuticals. So that comes under healthcare and the medical biotechnology. So pharmaceutical, even the tablet which we are taking, paracetamol for a fever, to any antibiotic which you are taking for any viral infections or bacterial infection, to cancerous drugs, everything comes under this umbrella, healthcare and medical biotechnology. So this all also includes the diagnostics things. For example, glucose kit you people saw in our experiment, or anything which can helps in scanning this MRI. Everything comes under this MRI or CT scan, X-rays. Everything comes under healthcare and medical biotechnology. So in right side itself, I have given this includes the pharmaceutical, vaccines, immunotherapies, or gene therapy, where these RDNA technologies are being used. Stem cells is a very famous words, right? Stem cells, regenerative medicines, all these sensors, everything comes under healthcare and medicines. Broadly, we can divide this to two parts. One is medicinal, or I would say, for the name, biomedical engineering or biotechnology. So when you talk about biomedical engineering, people mostly involved in this instrumentation things, where you develop X-rays or improvise X-rays or CT scans, MRI scans, all these instrumentation parts, the biomedical engineering will take care. So when you talk about biotechnology, all the other vaccines, immunotherapy, or bioprocessing, everything comes under that. So yeah, these things are very known things. So we'll move on to the next one, where we talk about agricultural and food technology. So these are the two things. Whatever it has much influence on our day-to-day life. Whether you are taking medicine or not, you always eat food. Most of the foods and plants which we are eating now, it is at least little bit modified through biotechnology. For example, the rice, whatever the rice which you people are eating in your home, just go and check about the rice. It will have a name on that, right? Definitely, at almost like 60% to 70% of the rice will be genetically modified for different purposes. So all comes up from biotechnology background. So when we talk about agricultural food, either it will help in increasing the fertility. So you can increase the fertility of the particular rice or particular fruit, anything, or you can save them from the plant-based diseases. So that there also biotechnology helps. And finally, when it comes to preserving food for a longer time, all the this one preservatives, everything. So those kind of studies also comes under this agriculture and the food-based technologies. And then industrial bioprocess. This we have clearly seen in our course, right? So whatever the drugs which we are producing through biotechnology, or in case of medicinal biotechnology or pharmaceuticals, we want to produce that for a bigger population. So just about the production of drugs and these proteins, everything, we focus on industrial and bioprocess technology. This is the bigger part of biotechnology, because whatever it is, whether it is a there is a small enzyme which we are using in cooking, or the paracetamol which we take for fever, it has to be produced in a very efficient way. So developing those kind of methods, developing those kind of industries facilities, all comes under industrial and bioprocess technology. And finally, environmental biotechnology. So environmental biotechnology, it's a bigger word actually now, because we have pollution all over around us. So how we can use biotechnology to come out of those pollutions. So whether it is taking water pollution, whether it is air pollution, or what anything. So like someone mentioned water waste treatment in our Mentimeter, right? So yeah, we use, most of the time we use bacteria to eat those waste, and then the water will be purified in the later part. So bacteria plays a very bacteria or fungus, so those microbial system plays a very important role in treating wastewater, especially. And finally, plastic degradation, pollutants, removing. So for all the purpose, we are dependent on bacteria. So in biotechnology, we will try to improvising those bacteria or utilizing the bacteria. So you will isolate that bacteria from somewhere and you will place that in a very sophisticated way you will apply that for different purposes. So that's what it means. So in case of wastewater management, we will isolate microbes from somewhere else which can easily treat this wastewater, and we will inoculate that into wastewater, and we will have a bioreactor kind of setup where we can treat this wastewater, right? So anyone have any questions right now? Anyone have any comments on this until now? No. Okay, let me finish the last field also. So the most interesting one, the computational biotechnology, and most fast-growing field also. So like in the course itself, we have mentioned, when it comes to biotechnology, we have lots and lots of data in different ways, and we need the help of computation, a computer to understand those data, to interpret data also. So that comes the field of bioinformatics, genomics, proteomics, transcriptomics, all deals with the gene, protein, or RNA, the whole central dogma of biology. And then AI in drug discovery, systems biology. So let me not go in deeper into this, but you can understand that computation is all about data. So when you have a large set of data, like a sequenced genome or a sample from any like for example, if you are going to space and bring some sand sample and you want to understand what are the microbes are present in that sand, yeah, you'll be having tons and tons of DNA. You need computational power to understand those. That comes this computational biology comes. So to tell more about that, you have separate courses on that also. When it comes to computational biology, you have separate bachelor courses, master courses. It is that big. Even sometimes the people who are not taken their major as biotechnology, they might have done computational biology or something like that. In masters or PhD, they come into biotechnology. So that's how we can contribute to this field. And finally, the others. So these are the new fields which are arising now. So, for example, space biotechnology, where we are thinking about how the Earth environment is affecting us, and if you go outside Earth, so where gravity is less, or you are exposed to a totally new environment, how that helps. So what are the effects are there, and always what are the advantages are there. So those things are being studied in space biotechnology. Marine biology, of course, the name itself mentioning that. So what are the microbes are present in marine? Can we use them or can we help them? Those kind of things. Foraging biotechnology, you people know that. You might have seen that in different movies also, right? And then biodefense, biosecurity, nanobiotechnology. Nanobiotechnology is like, so I don't know how to tell this. So for example, take gold. So gold is a metal, you all know that. But when you are making the gold into nano structures, so their behavior or their property will change. So can we combine biotechnology with that? So how that can be helpful? Those kind of studies. Artificial intelligence in biology, of course. And finally, personalized medicine. So the most prevalent medicines which we have now is like general, like paracetamol, everyone can take. It is not specific to some people. Some people may have allergic to this, but majority of the people can take that. But in future, everyone will drugs will be specific to that person. So we know that our genome, and the drugs will be developed based on your genome for particularly for you for any particular diseases. So those kind of studies are called this personalized or precision based medicines. So yeah, that comes the end of different biotechnology fields. This is what I want you to remember or understand. If you want, if you know that, if you want to know that whether you are interested in biotechnology or not, you should expose yourself to these fields from starting from healthcare, agriculture, industry, environment or bioinformatics, so that you'll come to know if you get interest on any of this field, so then biotechnology is your place, right? Yeah, these are our first points. Like I mentioned before, first point is to understand the different fields of your area of interest, right? So let's go to the next step. So Nitya is asking, can you explain again industrial bioprocessing? Yeah, Nitya, it's very simple. For example, healthcare. Take healthcare. You are working in healthcare. You developed a drug which can cure cancer, right? But you want to know the methods to produce in a large quantity so that you can supply that to different people. For example, we had a COVID-19 vaccine, but we want to produce that in a very efficient way in a shorter period in a large quantity so that we can supply all over the world, right? So it is a separate science. For example, if a bacteria is producing any drug which we can use, it will produce very slowly, but we can't wait until that single bacteria producing that, right? So that's why we have developed bioreactors, different volumes, different signs to make that bacteria to produce the same product in a larger quantity. So studying about that, how to make things produce in a large quantity, and next step is to purify that product. So the bacteria will produce that, but still it will be inside the bacteria or in the culture, whole culture. So we have to extract that in a purest form so that we can give that to humans or any other animals, right? So these kind of productions, purification, supply chains, everything comes under industry and the bioprocess technology. Is that helping you, Nitya? I hope it helped. If you still have any doubts, please ping us in the chat box. I think last time itself you mentioned you have some problem with the mic. Fine. Yeah. Now we have covered all the fields in biotechnology, most of the fields. So there are others also, but these are the major things which you want to you may want to know. Next, yeah. So the degrees and studies, what I can do to come inside biotechnology. Of course, there are different courses, thousands of courses in thousands of universities, and each university has 4 or 5 courses which are related to biotechnology. But we can combine everything under these categories. So whether you want to do a engineering course in biotechnology, it will be a 4 years course. There are different subdivisions in MTech also. Sorry, BTech, Bachelor of Technology or Bachelor of Engineering. Both are same. So 4 years course. Or if you want to go into this science-based universities, which is a Bachelor of Science, which is 3 years course. So either you can take both kind of courses are available for biotechnology. Not only as biotechnology, there are core fields also. Like I said, you can directly go to genetics. You can directly go to plant biotechnology, BTech in plant biotechnology, BTech in food technology. Those are a little rare, but they are available. This is your entry level degree. And then once you finish that degree, if you want to go deeper into that, you have to do your masters. So for those people who done BTech, it will be easily MTech, or you can see some universities have integrated courses which will be in 5 years, which integrates BTech and MTech, and it will give you a dual degree. Those are also available. And for the people who have done BSc, it is obviously MSc, Bachelor of Science, and then Master of Science. And finally, whatever you have done, BTech or MTech or MSc or BSc, you always have an option to you do your PhD. So like like me and Pallavi are doing in IIT Madras, you can choose your university and you can do your PhD over there. So PhD will be the highest degree of that particular field, wherever whichever is your area of interest. So yeah, so once you finish your PhD, you can put a prefix of doctor in your name. So if you finish your PhD, so that will take depends on the country and the place or the professor or the industry. Sorry, the university. It will take around 3 years to 5 years to finish that PhD. All the master's course which I mentioned here are 2 years courses. Yeah. So That's what. So if you want to enter, you should do a bachelor degree. Either it can be a BTech or a BSc, then masters, then PhD. Any doubts on this? Most of you may know this already. Just we just want to introduce it in a systematic way so that we are telling everything in from scratch. Any doubts? Or should I move on to the next thing? Joshita, you have any doubts?
No, sir, not with this. Studies and degrees, I have heard about it already, but
Mhm.
I just had a doubt with the project that I talked about last week.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's the appropriate time to talk about it right now.
Yeah, so but we didn't get a mail. I checked. Did you mail us?
Yes, sir, I sent it in the Google form actually, if I remember correctly.
Okay. I don't remember seeing anything like that. So I was again checking the discussion forum. I couldn't get it. Okay, let me check that. Anyway, yeah, and like if you want to reach professor, best way is to post it in discussion forum.
All right. I
Yeah.
think I emailed it in the Google form sheet actually last time. If we
Okay.
could talk about it after you finish with our studies and degrees discussion, we can maybe talk about it.
Sure, sure, sure. Let me come to that. Yeah. Okay, just anyway. Okay, so we know the different stages of studies now. So entrance exam to do PhD in biotechnology. Yeah, so usually these top level, top tier in universities have their own exams, or you can use your GATE score. So there's a exam called GATE, GATE, which will help you to get into any reputed institutes for masters or PhD. When it comes to PhD, even if you have that score, there will be interview process or there will be some internal written exams. So those things you have to clear to get into PhD. For example, let me introduce IIT Madras for you. So IIT Madras has a PhD program in all the departments where you can enter through GATE exam, or even if you some departments, even if you don't have a GATE exam, you can give the entrance exam here. So it will be twice a year. One is June intake or December intake. So it's better to have a GATE score so that most of the department will allow you to give your entrance exam. So if you clear that entrance exam also after GATE, the IIT Madras specific entrance exam, if you clear that also, you'll be having 1 or 2 rounds of interviews to get into PhD. So yeah, so that's the way to do that. In some colleges, they won't even see GATE. If you're interested, you can apply directly, write their entrance exam, and you can give the interview and you can get into PhD. That's how it works. And the PhD you can do directly from BTech also, and after finishing your MTech also you can do PhD. Right. So with that understanding, let's move on to like still we are in the courses. So like I said, in BTech also we have lots of subdivisions. The majorly most of the colleges will have BTech in biotechnology. Now, since like last 5 years, many colleges are coming up with the specific fields of biotechnology. For example, like I said, in mechanical engineering, we have automobile also. Now there is a separate course like BTech automobile engineering, right? Like that. Computer science we have, IT also we information technology also we have. All are similar, but there will be some modifications. Same goes here. The major umbrella, BTech biotechnology. In that specifically, if you want to understand gene therapy, genome editing and all, you can take directly genetic engineering. And then as I mentioned, if you are interested in this instrumentations, everything, biomedical engineering, food technology, and bioprocessing. When you are much interested in industrial based biotechnology, it is in industrial fermentations, and it is coming under bioprocess engineering. Finally, bioinformatics, where you can deal with all these computational stuffs in biotechnology. So our advice is like if you are very specific about your interest, you can directly go to whatever the field you want. Or if your major interest is in biotechnology, but if you want to still figure out the specific field, you can take BTech Biotechnology. So that also will cover all these genetic engineering, biomedical engineering, food processing, everything it will cover, but here and there. If you take that specific course, so you will get a deeper knowledge on that. So if you have taken BTech in biotechnology, you can take the other courses in your masters. For example, if you take BTech biotechnology and in your third year or fourth year you got interested in bioinformatics, your masters can be in bioinformatics. So the and your PhD will be even more specific in that particular field. So that's how it works. I hope people understood that. In chat, yeah, what's the meaning of R&D? Yeah, it is research and development. So most of this biotechnology work will be a research-based work. So that will come to late, come back to that later. Yeah, these are the things which you can see in bachelor's. Like BTech, we have BSc also. In that also, we have lots of varieties. You can, based on your interest, you can select that. And let me not go into deeper into that. It is same. It is always same. Only difference is like when you go to engineering, you will have more application-oriented stuffs. When you go to direct science, it is about the basic knowledge about that. So that's the small difference between BSc and BTech. Yeah. And on the bottom, you can see there are some other kind of studies also. Bachelor's in pharmacy and fishery sciences also. So there are like apart from this BTech and the BSc, there are other courses which are very specific to any other field. I have not mentioned everything here, but and it is very rare to see those in Indian universities. If you see foreign universities and all, there are lots of universities have very specific um, science-based biotechnology courses. Yeah, so as for now, we have seen the major fields and major courses in biotechnology. Now, once you have done all the things, the main question is like, where will I get placed, or where will I work with my knowledge, or where will I apply that knowledge? So there comes the career path. So before getting into that career path, can we have a 1 minute question session? Do you have any questions? Any doubts on any universities or any specific courses? Yeah, yes, Josita.
Sir, so I have asked in the chat box that what's the actual scope for all these fields in India? And
Okay.
ma'am has replied that there is limitation and there is scope in this field, but the competition is too high. But I have not heard many people actually choosing biotechnology as their career path. So where's the competition coming from?
Yeah, so yeah, we'll talk about that. So in 1 or 2 slides after talking about this, the major things in the career path, we will talk about the competitions, opportunities also. But to give you a like very up to the mark answer, so the competition is like the number of biotechnology based industries in India are limited. No, it's not like IT field or this mechanical field, right? So since India is a very big hub for cheap labor, so those kind of IT industries and the mechanical or automobile industries are too much in India. Since biotechnology is a growing field, it is having this growth peak since like last 2-3 decades only. So the number of industries in India are limited. And when it comes to biotechnology, people comes from science background also, engineering background also. So the competition between from everywhere. So that is the point where the competition is rising. But I won't see there are too much competition relatively when compared to this computer science, everything, because the number of people who are studying computer science itself too high. So that is a huge competition over there. But of course, like you people know that computer has its hand on all the fields, so they have more opportunities to accommodate those people. But in our case, when it comes to India, number of biotechnology based industries are limited, and I would say awareness about biotechnology's different fields, or that those are also limited. So when I finished my BTech biotechnology, people are thinking like only these fields are available and we have to go into that. But there are huge market in different sites also. Like we said, it is not only about drug development or instrumentation development. It is also about marine biotechnology. It is also about food technology, everything, right? So those kind of awareness has need to be conveyed. But yeah, the opportunities are relatively limited in biotechnology when compared to these high valued industries like information technology or automobile industries. I think, Pallavi, you want to comment on it some anywhere?
Yeah, as Rahul has mentioned, she has mentioned some of the points, and I want to add another thing is like, uh, so we told for computer science related jobs only, mostly computer science people will be going. But for biotechnology area, as he already mentioned, people from different areas, like everybody can like have a chemical engineer can come into biotechnology, a mathematician can come into biotechnology, like anyone. And from biotechnology itself, biology has different streams. These all people can compete for a like according to the role, obviously, but they all can compete for this jobs. So in that way, it comes like the biotechnology is a big umbrella, I can say. Under that, a lot of things are there, like a lot of streams are there. So people from all the streams will be coming for this job. That's what I mentioned. Rahul, you can continue.
Yeah, so like she mentioned, so still people are not aware of this the variety of fields which the biotechnology is um, like providing actually. And I can see that in like last 5-10 years, lots of biotechnology based industries are booming up. So we can see those kind of like increased job opportunities in coming years. But like you said, it is true, Josita, that relatively very less people are taking biotechnology, not like mechanical or not like computer sciences. Because of these job opportunities only. Because in IT or in computer science, you can clearly see that where we are going to get placed, and the very big names like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, they're already in a very good place. So everyone has easily can select their aim. When it comes to biotechnology, you have to work hard to get a position, or it's a totally different ball game. So most of the biotechnologies, almost like 60%, will be interested in research based works. Yeah, anyway, we'll see into that. So yeah, so when we talk about career path, like we mentioned, so biotechnology aims at making things better. What better? Better food, better medicines, cleaner energy, cleaner planet. So because we are working with these organic forms, right? So this is the main motto or main aim we can say about biotechnology. So we have medicines and we are making it better. We have food and we are making it better. Or in some cases, we don't have medicine for the disease and we are developing it. And we do all this recycling, reuse things to make a cleaner planet. Or we are coming up with bio-based energy like biogas or something like that, so that we won't use fossil, or we won't dependent on fossil fuels. So this is the whole overall aim of biotechnology. These things you can um, provide your energy into this through academic or research, or you can contribute through industrial jobs, or you can have your own startups. So that we talk one by one. So academic and research. Before going to academic, let's finish the industrial jobs because it's a little easier. Yeah. So the main idea is here is like when we talk about industrial jobs, not like IT. Like if you ask any one of you, tell me any top three global or Indian based IT company or computer science based company, you will easily say that it's Google or Microsoft or Apple. when it comes to India, TCS or something, CTS, you can say easily, you will say. But many people don't know that India also have a huge hub of global players in biotechnology also. For example, Biocon, which is in Bangalore, it plays a very important role in insulin development, insulin production. And then Serum Institute from Pune, which produces the major part of vaccines, which is being used by the world. There's a famous saying that if you take three vaccines in world, one will be definitely made from Serum Institute. So it has a huge market share when it comes to vaccine market. And Bharat Biotechnology International, you might have heard this word from our lockdown period, right? So they are the suppliers for vaccines, COVID vaccines in India. And the other companies also, Dr. Reddy's, it is from Hyderabad. So we have a very good, yeah, what to say, hub of these biotechnology-based industries, but people mostly don't know that. So we have other players also, Arabindo, lots of, and these are not just Indian based and staying in India. These industries have a huge impact on global market also. So that's what, this is the very important slide I would say, because you people, all of you have done a course in biotechnology, at least for 8-week course. So you should know at least few companies when some people are asking, is there any in biotechnology industries in India? You should name these things. At least Biocon, Serum, Bharat Biotech. So keep these things in mind. So when it comes to global market, so there are huge number of industries, and the market share of these companies are very big. So they have hands on all the fields, like food to pharmaceuticals, or to even the Horlicks which you are eating. Everything comes under these companies. For example, United States, we have Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson. You know that, you might have heard, right? Baby soaps, everything. For example, UK, United Kingdom has GSK. So GSK are the makers of or suppliers of Horlicks for a longer period. Now it got changed. Sanofi, they have some tablets called like this one, Halls, and I think Genosil, something like that. So many things which people are taking day to day are coming from these major players. So next time I would suggest you people, if you are taking any kind of pharmaceutical drugs or any cosmetics, we didn't talk about cosmetic field at all. Just turn that box and see which company is providing this, or which company is producing this, or which company is supplying this. All these are these companies only. For example, take your anything, any cream or any sunscreen, just check its makers. So they will be from this list only, either this global list or this Indian list. Yeah, start doing that. So since you people are taken this course, you should know this basic understanding, because anyway, after doing this research, or anyway you should be aware of this. That's the least expectations from anyone. If someone asking you what you learned from this course, these are the main points you may need to mention. And type of works, right? So yeah, when I ask what is the work of a computer engineer, you can easily say that they will develop softwares, they will develop mobiles, they will develop computers, they will do computations of this finance, everything. So like that, there are a set of jobs which are in biotechnology also. So basically we divide that into two different categories. One is wet lab work and dry lab work. So dry lab, let me come back to the dry lab work later. Wet lab work is very easy, directly. So all this research which you are doing in lab, for example, in this course itself, you are doing a project, right? Where you are taking the seed and you keeping it in proper fertilized soil, and you are putting water. All these things is done by you, using all the chemicals or seeds or the bread, everything. These are coming under wet lab work. So if you want to develop a drug, or if you want to produce something in large quantity, so if your part is in doing that experiment, then it is called wet lab work. So where you are wetting your hands, that's the literal meaning. So research bioprocessing, drug and vaccine development, food preservation, quality control, everything comes under this. Even the diagnostics, everything. When it comes to dry lab work, so biotechnology is not just about all research. So we have to process the data also, right? So we need the computational hand over there, computation, quality assurance. So we have a huge number of documentation since we are directly working with human samples or animals, everything. So we need to make sure the quality is right. So quality assurance, and we also have management field, marketing field. So all because we are talking about these companies, right? So at the end they want to sell their products. So we have marketing, clinical studies. Clinical studies is nothing but if you develop a drug, you should know that whether it can be used to humans or not. So they will test in different animals. Like in movies, you see they will first give to rat, then monkeys, then in step by step they will come to humans, right? So it will be a huge work for years. Like if I produce a drug today, it will take at least 5 to 6 or to 10 years to come to field in your hand. So those studies are coming under clinical studies, and clinical data management plays a very important role there. And finally, intellectual property. So let me not go deeper into that. It is simply like this: if you are developing some drug newly, and you should have rights to save that, right? So everyone can't just produce that material and sell it. Only you can produce that. So for that, you will get copyrights or patents or something like that, right? So all this comes under this intellectual property. So finally, in a simpler way, if you are totally into research, totally into lab work, then you will be a wet lab person, or you are a desk person where you are dealing with documents, marketing, or computer. Then it is called dry lab work. So this is one thing which you may want to know. Entrepreneurships. So, like we said, in this last 1 decade, the whole world is coming up with lots of startups, and India also coming with a very big amount of startups because from 2024, 14 or 2025, the way we see the courses and the way we see the science is becoming different. Not just only job seeking, and I think people are much more interested in starting their own firms. So there are huge increase in startups. So like we already know that, right? Biotechnology aims at better food, better medicine, better planet. So whatever idea you have which can contribute any of these works, you can have your own startups. So same field. So fields are already we discussed where you can have your startups. These are the things. Um, you can make things affordable, or you can come up with your new things, or you can make some or you can increase the efficiency of any biological product. All comes under these things. Even if you develop some softwares which can help in this biological data analysis, that can be a huge impact on biotechnology. Like I think Nikhil or someone now, he was talking about this bioplastics. So those are a very big like field to be explored in biotechnology. And finally, academia and research. So when it comes to biotechnology, as for today, major chunk of the people will go to these kind of academic and research only. So where the life is into research. So if you are totally into research, I want to be a scientist, then this is your place where you have to reach until PhD, and then once you finish your PhD, you will go for a postdoc. You will go to any foreign countries or any labs where you will work under some professors for some time, and then you will set up your own lab, and you will guide PhD students, and you will do your own research in the area of whatever the area you are taking. So this is the field of academia and research. By part, you will teach students also. It's like becoming a professor in a university, or or becoming a full-time researcher in a research institute. So industries are not just research institute. Their aim is different. Research institutes are different. We have lots of research institutes in India, like DRDO, CSIR, CLRE. So lots of things are there. So that is what academia and research. For academia, yes, you have to reach until PhD. You have to do your BTech, do your masters, and you have to reach until the PhD level. But when it comes to entrepreneurship or the job, it depends based on the job role, whether you do masters or BTech or for entrepreneurship. So basic, at least for the basic knowledge, you should have a bachelor degree. So those are like very specific to those requirements. Yeah, that's what we wanted to convey. So we know now, at least if you have not fully understood now, maybe we can share the PPT with you. You just think in that way. So you just understand the different fields of biotechnology and get to know and explore yourself to different courses that are available in biotechnology. And then finally, you see whether you have interest in those. And then these are the different career pathways which you can expect from these courses. So just keep this in your mind. Like someone said, Joshita, I think there are each field is different. So yeah, some field has a much more opportunities for making money or getting jobs easily or giving foreign opportunities. Yeah, there are some fields like that. So each field has their own pros and cons. So based on your interest and based on your advices which you are getting from your well-wishers, please take a wise decision. And we are here in IIT Madras always. If you will anytime, if you want to reach through mail or something like that, you can think about or connecting to you to the right person. So that's what we want to convey from this career pathway. So yeah, all the best for whoever listened to this. So let me stop my presentation over here. So yeah, we finished for today's session. So I want you to ask questions if there is anything, because my part is done. Like the presentation which we prepared, me and Pallavi, we finished it here. So if you have any questions or you want to know about anything in specific in this topics, please do raise your hands. We can have a small discussion.
I'll add a point. Like Joshita has mentioned that she has sent her query through that G form. So Joshita, you have told a like broad area, and the thing is like in a Google form, we won't be able to reply you. Either sir won't be able to, like we have only live session to do that. So it's better that same thing you put it in discussion forum so that we can reply to you there, because and you can explain little more what you are thinking on. Like I feel it's a like broad area, but we encourage you to do that. Good, you are coming up with different ideas, but explain little more so that we will understand, because a lot of research are happening like daily. We don't know like how many areas are getting uh, wider. So you can read papers and all. I don't know like how much you will be understanding at your level, but so it will be better if you can explain little more in detail in discussion forum.
Yeah, thanks, Pallavi. Oh, she wants to tell something. Yeah, Joshita, can talk to her. Yeah.
So I actually could not type a lot in the Google form actually, so it was very brief only. But I just wanted to do a project like a hypothesis based on animal regeneration and mammalian cell wound healing actually. So it's specifically for salamander-like creatures like axolotls, newts, and um, creatures like that. It's especially studied mostly in axolotls only currently right now. And I just wanted to learn more about regenerative biology, how this happens. And I wanted to research, like, I wanted to write a whole project about it. But I don't know how much that is possible because I actually don't have much idea about how to write a research paper. But I wanted to do it because I'm just very curious about it. I'm just really curious about learning regeneration in animals versus in human beings. So if we could make it happen, like if I could get some idea from professor or from you or ma'am, it would be very helpful for me.
Yeah, that we understood, Joshita. Like, may I know which class you are from?
I'm in 11th standard.
11th. Okay. Yeah, like the idea is good. What I thought was like explaining it here, like still you have told an area, right? Like we haven't gone through like particularly what we are going to do or you are planning to do is not mentioned. So it's better you discuss that in discussion forum, whether you understood like what is discussion forum?
Yes, the chat thing that is
The
available.
portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can mention it there and we can direct you. You can search about like after 12th, you may be able to do some internship kind of thing where you like these area like similar research is happening and all. Maybe they will take people such opportunities and all will be there. So we may be able to guide you in that way because we none of us are from the same field, whichever you have mentioned. But we may be able to direct you towards the appropriate places or the person to contact or something like that. So, so better you put the same thing or with some more details in the discussion forum. So
All right.
it will
All
be
right,
better.
ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, like Padvi mentioned, like last year there was one student was very much interested in some particular field. I don't remember the field. It's something related to drug discovery only. She mailed her idea to professor, and we had a Google Meet, so that is possible. So read more on that, Joshita. Whatever the area of interest you have, you read more on that, and whatever you're getting, and whatever the next step you are thinking, write that in a mail and so send to sir in the discussion forum itself. So if he gets time, he can meet you on Gmeet or something like that. He will definitely help you with that. And like we know that there are different fields in biotechnology. We are not from directly from this field, but definitely we are in a position to guide you for the next step. So please do mail that in the discussion forum. Yes. So I think this is the last session which we are meeting here. So if others don't have any questions, so let's wind up for today's thing. It's already a little late than expected. So yeah, so those who have any doubts regarding this career path, or if you want to have a small discussion, please raise your questions in discussion forum if any way required. Other than that, yeah, we had good time. We hope people had a good time on this course. So if you're interested, please do the project, and those who are interested, please write the final exam to get the certificate also. All the best for those things. All the best for your future also. Thank you, everyone. So those who are those who don't have any questions, you people can leave. Thanks for Pallavi for joining, for Professor also for giving us this opportunity. For the whole NPTEL team, we have a huge School Connect team over here, which are helping from behind the screens. Thanks for all of them, Mahesh, Kohila, Thomas, Bhavani, everyone. Thank you so much. So those who don't have any questions, please leave the session. We can finish the session today.